They took his wife, burned his house. This was his revenge. They took everything, his wife, his home, his peace, and they thought he'd just disappear. They were wrong. Caleb Monroe was 42, a quiet man, former Army Ranger, now a mechanic in a small Oregon town called Ashridge. He lived on 5 acres just outside the city limits, a red cabin surrounded by trees and silence. His wife Marlene was his anchor. Warm, loud laugh, taught at the local elementary school. Everyone loved her. Their life was simple, safe, until the wrong men knocked on the wrong door. It started with the land. A development company wanted to buy the forest around their home. Big money, subdivisions, strip malls. Caleb refused. They offered more. He still refused. That's when the threats began. Anonymous letters, slashed tires, strange cars idling at night. Then, silence. He told Marlene not to worry, that they were just bluffing. That was his mistake. Friday night, October 3rd, Caleb got home late. Marlene's car was in the driveway, but the lights were off. He opened the door. Smoke, silence. The fire started in the kitchen. The police ruled it accidental, but Caleb found the gas line pulled, and Marlene's wedding ring on the floor near the back door. There were no signs of a break-in, no suspects, just bad luck. 2 weeks later, the cabin burned completely. Arson, still no arrests. Caleb lost everything, except the feeling in his gut. This was not random. This was personal. He tried the legal route, filed reports, spoke to lawyers. No one would touch it. The land developer, Rainbrook Holdings, was tied to a local politician, Senator Whitlow. Too many connections, too much money. So Caleb went quiet. But he didn't give up. For 8 months, Caleb vanished. He sold what little was left, bought a used RV, moved between towns under a different name. And every night, he studied. He studied the company, the shell corporations, the donations, the bribes, the security schedules, the family ties. He built a wall of evidence. Then he started picking them off, not violently, but surgically. He sent encrypted emails to journalists, leaked IRS documents, exposed internal memos, whistleblower accounts. One by one, Rainbrook's board members were investigated.
Not violently, but surgically, he sent encrypted emails to journalists, leaked IRS documents, exposed internal memos, whistleblower accounts. One by one, Rainbrook's board members were investigated. Then came the fireworks. He hacked into the senator's private server, found proof of land grab deals, fake permits, offshore accounts, turned it over to a former FBI agent turned podcaster. The story blew up. Senator Whitlow resigned under pressure. Rainbrook's CEO was indicted, and the Ashridge project was shut down indefinitely. Climax. But Caleb wasn't done. Because justice, in headlines, isn't the same as closure. One night, the man who delivered the original threats, a former security chief named Darren Koch, found himself locked in his own cabin. Gas leaking, phone lines cut. He panicked. But on the floor was a letter, scrawled in pen, "You burned my home, now feel the heat." But the house didn't burn. Caleb didn't light it. He let him squirm, let him cry, then let the sheriff find him. Next to documents tying him to 4 other land fires, Darren was arrested, charged with conspiracy, arson, and manslaughter. Resolution, life lesson: Caleb never showed up in court. He didn't need to. He left Ashridge for good. No fanfare, no interviews. Just a quiet post mailed to a reporter, a map of every corrupt land deal made in the last 10 years. And the names of those who signed them. They tried to silence a man who had nothing left to lose. But grief can become something dangerous. Not rage, not revenge, precision, patience, purpose. Sometimes justice doesn't come from a courtroom. It comes from a man with a broken heart and a long memory. Subscribe now and watch out for the episode to where the real story will start.